The top 10 honorable mention albums from the 1960s. These are albums that didn't quite make the top 10 in their year between 1960 and 1969. Number 10, The Kinks, Kinks Size, 1965. Grade B-. This album includes one of the two Kinks songs that laid the foundation for punk rock, the other song being You Really Got Me, from their debut album from the year before. Standout track, All Day and All of the Night. Number 9, The Beatles, Abbey Road, 1969. Grade B-. This is the Beatles' most overrated album, and the only thing classic about this album is the album cover. However, it does have one really good song. Standout track, Come Together. Number 8, The Who, My Generation, 1965. Grade B-. This is The Who's debut album that includes their classic first single, the title track with stuttering vocals from Roger Daltrey. Standout track, My Generation. Number 7, Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, 1968. Grade B-. This album's entire side B consists of the 17-minute long title track that is one of the heaviest songs of the 1960s. Standout track, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. Number 6, Steppenwolf, The Second, 1968. Grade B-. Not as good as Steppenwolf's debut album, but it does include one all-time classic song. Standout track, Magic Carpet Ride. Number 5, Joe Cocker, With a Little Help from My Friends, 1969. Grade B. This album has two great covers of songs originally by the Beatles and Traffic that Joe Cocker would famously perform at Woodstock. Standout tracks, With a Little Help from My Friends, Feelin' All Right. Number 4, The Mamas and the Papas, If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears, 1966. Grade B. This really good debut album is somewhat inconsistent, but it does have two great songs, one of which matches the Beach Boys' best songs for greatest harmonies of the 1960s. Standout tracks, California Dreamin', Straight Shooter. Number 3, Steppenwolf, 1968. Grade B+. Steppenwolf's very good debut album that includes a song that was famously featured in the movie Easy Rider, that includes the line, I Like Smoke and Lightning, Heavy Metal Thunder. Standout tracks, Born to Be Wild, The Pusher. Number 2, Big Brother and the Holding Company, Cheap Thrills, 1968. Grade B+. Janis Joplin's second album has two absolutely great songs, one of which had been famously performed at Monterey Pop in 1967. Standout tracks, Ball and Chain, Piece of My Heart. Number 1, The Beatles, Magical Mystery Tour, 1967. Grade B+. While this was technically a double EP in the UK and a compilation album in the United States, which is why I originally left it out of my top 10 albums from 1967, it is now often considered a regular album by at least some Beatles fans, and has two of the greatest songs from the Beatles' psychedelic era. Standout tracks, I Am the Walrus, Strawberry Fields Forever.